So I'm just going to be honest, boundaries rarely start the way you think they do. We often think that they start when somebody crosses a line and we finally reached our breaking point, but they actually start when we just realize we've been moving the line and we just can't sustain that anymore. Okay, so I want to help you understand this from the point of view of a therapist and a boundaries educator and someone who's lived this journey. And so what happens is, over time, tuning out things, the cost builds up for that. Okay, we tune things out, we put it out of our awareness, and over time that cost builds up and it becomes unsustainable. It is not sustainable to live a life of tuning things out that are really not okay. And what happens over time is we think that all of a sudden we've reached this breaking point, or that all these things have changed, but really those things have been there the whole time. The behaviors, the tendencies, the things that were really not okay, but we tune them out of our awareness. And over time, there's a cost that compounds and builds up to that. And there comes a point where we just can't anymore. We reach that enough point, and our nervous system, we just can't carry it anymore. So this can be a really hard part to be in, a really interesting threshold to come to, because what we tolerated and accommodated before, we just can't anymore. And it can be really jarring, and it can actually even cause us to even question our identity and who we are. And so it can be a really hard time and thing to work through, because we go from one end of the spectrum and then we feel like we have to kind of go all the way to the other end of the spectrum and of extremes of having completely rigid boundaries, and we don't even know how to operate there once that awareness really sets in. So this is something that really can benefit from a lot of support, which is what I offer. I offer one-on-one support. I offer some free resources. I offer a course that can help you really get in and unpack this, understand it, and then figure out what to actually do with it and how to navigate that better. And you can find all this in the link in my bio. So hopefully that helped.